Hey everyone, JAYSTEPHER here today with a tutorial on how to build a custom LEGO fifth wheel 2019 edition. The parts list will be provided in the description below. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. Let's begin the construction of the fifth wheel, starting with a 6x8 plate. On the right hand side, let's place 4 1x1 flat tiles. Now these are going to be used for the bathroom floor. You can use any color or design you wish. Let's place 4 more 1x1 flat tiles above the previous row of 1x1 flat tiles. Now let's skip this set of studs and place 2 1x1 flat tiles. These are a bit of a challenge to straighten out, so we'll just try our best. Let's skip a set of studs and place down 2 more 1x1 flat tiles. Take another 6x8 plate. Let's place a 1x8 flat tile on the top portion. Now let's continue on with a 1x4 and 1x6 flat tiles. Place another 1x6 flat tile right underneath. On the left, place a 1x1, a 1x2, and 1x6 flat tiles. And on the bottom right, a 1x2 flat tile. Now let's slide in a 4x12 plate, as shown, to where we have one stud hangover. I'm going to slide in another 4x12 plate on the bottom portion. Now on the right hand side, I'm going to skip a row of studs and place down a 1x6 flat tile. This is going to be used to lock this whole plate assembly together. Now here in the top, let's skip a stud, place down a 1x6 and 1x1 flat tiles. Next, a pair of 1x4 flat tiles. Set down a 1x6 flat tile for the third row. For the fourth, place down a 1x6 and 1x4 flat tiles. For the next row, a 1x6 flat tile. Place a 1x1 flat tile right here, followed by a 1x4 flat tile. And for the last row, a 1x4 flat tile. This is going to be the hardwood floor for the main living area. Note the orientation of our floor assembly. This 1x6 has to be on the right hand side. So let's flip this over. On the right hand side, let's skip 3 studs and place a 1x6 plate. We're going to be putting a lot of plates upside down on the bottom. Place a 1x6 plate perpendicular to the previous 1x6 plate. Up here, place a 1x2 plate. Skip 4 studs and place another 1x2 plate where it lines up with this 1x6 plate. Now, let's place a pair of 2x3 plates right here to secure this portion of the floor, and a 2x6 plate to lock in this intersection. This will strengthen up the floor nice. Take 4 2x2 by 2/3 plate with bearing. We're going to place 2 right next to the 2x3 plates. Skip a set of studs and place 2 more bearing plates. A 2x6 plate right here in between the bearing plates, and a pair of 2x3 plates on the left hand side of the bearing plates. Now let's take our bathroom floor assembly. Note the orientation of the tiles. We're going to flip this over. We're going to slide it right underneath the 2x3s and 2x6 plate and press down firm. And in this area, drop down a pair of 1x2 plates. Let's start with a 4x6 plate for our slide out step. Place two 1x6 flat tiles on the top portion. Let's skip a stud and place a 1x4 flat tile. And in the remaining areas, 4 1x2 radiator grills. This will give us some added grip to the step. Let's build our leveling jacks, starting with a 1x2 rocker bearing. Take a 2x2 rocker plate, set it in like so. Now on the bottom of the rocker bearing, place a set of studs. This one's being a bit stubborn. There we go. Now let's make 4 of these in total. Let's take a 2x2 plate with a Technic pin connector. Let's place a short Technic pin right inside. And we're going to place a stud on top of the Technic pin. This is going to be our gray cleanout. Let's take a wide tire and a wide rim. Place the rim inside the tire. Let's make 4 of these in total. Let's take our step. We're going to place it in to where the 1x6 flat tiles are inside this area. Now I want to take 4 1x2 plate with slide. We're going to place 2 on the left hand side and 2 on the right hand side. These are going to lock in the step. So now we have a sliding step. Let's lock our axles together with a pair of 2x4 plates. Let's place our cleanout right here next to the 2x3 plate. Let's take 2 of our leveling jacks. We're going to place them on the left hand side. One right next to the 1x2 plates and one right next to the cleanout. Place 2 more on the right hand side, right next to the 1x6 plate. These are a bit of a challenge, so we're going to have to reach in there and press that down. Now make sure that your studs are facing outward. Now let's set our tires on the axles. There. Let's bring up our leveling jacks, secure everything up, make it all level. There's our base of our chassis. Now let's construct the base of the wall, starting with a 1x1 plate right here next to the tire. Let's crown off that plate with a 1x1 flat tile. That's going to be used for a stop. Let's take 2 1x3 plates, place them on top of one another, place them right there. Be sure to hold underneath. This chassis is still a bit fragile. Then I'm going to crown off the top with a 1x1 and 1x2 flat tiles to finish off the top of the step. Take a 2x6 plate. Let's place a 1x3 flat tile on the bottom right. And on the top portion, a 2x3 brick. Let's place it right in this area. Be sure to hold underneath and press down firm. Set down a 1x6 plate on the left hand side. Now on the left hand side, let's place 2 1x1 bricks. Let's build a side reflector, starting with a 1x1 plate. Take a transparent orange 1x1 plate, place it on the regular 1x1 plate, and place another regular 1x1 plate on top of the transparent orange. Make sure these are all lined up. We're going to place this one right here. Let's make another one and place it on the top portion. In this area, set down a 1x2 brick. Now, on this side of the 2x3 brick, place two 1x1 angular bricks, or headlight bricks. We'll cover those up with a 1x2 radiator grill. Let's set a 1x1 brick right here, a 1x4 plate right above the step, and let's place a 1x1 brick with one knob on the left hand side. Let's stack two 1x2 plates on top of one another, and we're going to place a 1x1 plate on the right hand side. We're going to set this down right here. On this side, we're going to take two more 1x2 plates, place them on top of one another, but this time we're going to place a 1x1 plate on the bottom right. We're going to set this right in this area, to where this 1x1 plate is right here to fill in this area. And I want to lock all this together with a 1x10 plate right above the wheels. Let's set down a 1x3 brick right here. Let's rotate this around. We're going to focus in the bathroom area. Let's place a 1x1 plate right here, and I want to stack two studs on top of that plate. This is going to be used to anchor the door down to the floor. Let's place a 1x2 plate with one knob or jumper plate right in that area. Let's take a 1x1 plate and a 1x2x2 corner plate. Place the 1x1 plate on the bottom as shown, and right above the 1x1 plate, a 1x1 flat tile. On this side, we're going to stack three 1x2 plates. Set this assembly down right in this area to where the 1x1 plate is filling that area. Let's take a 1x1 brick with one knob and a stud, place a stud on the knob, place it right here next to the assembly, and let's put a 1x1 brick right there. Take another 1x1 brick with one knob, place a stud on top of the knob. These are going to be our electrical and water hookups. We'll just place that right there. Start with a 2x4 plate for the shower pan. Let's place two 1x2 wall elements on both top and bottom, and take two 1x2 double wall elements and place them on both left and right hand sides. Let's take a 2x4 plate, place a 1x2 brick on the right hand side underneath the 2x4 plate. This is going to be the base for the refrigerator. On the back, place a 1x4 brick. On this side, set down two 1x2 bricks. Let's flip the assembly over and place a 1x2 plate on the left hand side. Let's place the refrigerator base right here to where it lines up with this wall. Get underneath and press that down firm, and the shower pan or small bathtub goes right here. Let's begin the rear of the fifth wheel. Place three 1x2 by 1x2 angular plates down on the back. We're going to use these to attach the rear bumper. Let's fill in these areas with a pair of 1x2 plates. Let's set down two 1x1 transparent orange plates right next to the bricks. Let's lock all this together with two 1x4 plates. And set another 1x4 plate on the previous. And let's lock our reflectors in with two 1x2x2 corner plates. Now for the bumper, let's take a 1x8 plate and a 1x8 flat tile, place the flat tile on top of the plate, and set it on top of the angler plates, like so. Now let's add a layer of plates. Right here we're going to start with a 1x2 plate, and we're going to place a 1x3 plate. And for the rear, a 1x6 plate. On the right hand side, set down two 1x6 plates. Be sure to hold underneath. This is pretty flimsy. So like right here, we're going to have to really work that in. There we go. Let's drop a 1x2 and 1x3 plates right by the door and above the wheels. In the top left, place a 1x3 and 1x2 plates. On top of the 2x3 brick, place a 1x2 and 1x1 flat tiles. This will create the second step, and we're going to lock this area in with a 1x4 plate. Let's add a layer of wall starting on the right hand side with a 1x1 plate. Be sure to press on the bottom to secure everything together. Set down a 1x1 brick with one knob right on top of the 1x1 plate, and let's lock those together with a telephone receiver. This is going to be a handlebar to get inside the fifth wheel. Now let's place a 1x3 and 1x4 bricks in this area, followed by a 1x2 brick right by the refrigerator. Now, in this area, set down two 1x1 angler bricks. And let's face those with a 1x2 radiator grill. Place a 1x1 brick right next to the radiator grill, and in this area, a 1x2 brick. In this area, place a 1x2 brick with a built-in Technic pin that's going to be used to attach the awning. Here, place a 1x2 and a 1x2x2 corner brick. Now, let's finish up the remainder of the area with a 1x4, a 1x2x2, a 1x2, and a 1x2x2 corner bricks. To finish up this level, place a 2x2 inverted dome that looks like a bowl right on top of the jumper plate, and let's place a 2x2 round flat tile right on top of the bowl. I like to get the slot on the front. This makes a nice RV style toilet. Let's begin the kitchen with a kitchen sink. Start with a 1x3 brick. Place a 2x2 plate on the right hand side. Then let's slide in a 1x2 brick on the other portion of the 2x2 plate. On the top portion of the 2x2 plate, set down two 1x2 plates right on top of one another. On the left hand side, a 1x1 brick with one knob. Now on the left hand side I want to add a small cupboard. Let's place two 1x2 plates on top of one another and place a 1x2 flat tile on top of the assembly. Set this on the brick with knob. For the sink basin, take a 1x2 double wall element, place it right in that area. For the countertop, place a 1x2 jumper plate right behind the sink basin and a 1x2 flat tile on the left hand side, and a tap for a faucet. Take a 1x4 brick. Let's place a 1x2 plate on the left hand side followed by another 1x2 plate, and a 1x2 brick on the right hand side. This is going to be the foundation for our oven, stove, and countertop. Take a 1x2 by 2x2 angular plate, place a set of 1x2 plates on the front, and two 1x2 flat tiles where they're facing up and down. These are going to be little kitchen cupboards. Set that down on the left hand side and place a 2x2 flat tile on the top for the countertop. Now for the oven, take a 1x2 brick. Let's place a 1x2 plate right on top, followed by a transparent clear 1x2 plate. And on top of that, a 1x2 plate with slide. Now we're going to slide this inside this opening, and I want to lock this together with a pair of 1x2 jumper plates. For the bathroom vanity, place two 1x2 bricks on top of a 1x4 plate. Set down a 1x2 plate on the left hand side and a 1x2 brick on the right hand side. For a sink basin, take a 1x1 corner wall element, place it right there, and a 1x1 brick on the left hand side. This area, set down a 1x2 flat tile. We're going to attach a tap on the 1x1 brick for a faucet. Let's place the vanity right in this area. Let's press underneath so we don't have to worry about that crumpling in. Now let's put the oven in range right here. Should sit right on top of that tile. Press that down firm. And the kitchen sink. Looks really good. Now let's place two 1x1 plates right on top of one another, on top of the 1x1 brick with one knob, right above the telephone receiver. Sometimes these don't like to line up. We're just going to try our best. Skip two studs, place a 1x3 brick. And here, let's place a 1x6 brick. Lock in those angular bricks. Place a 1x2 brick right here next to the stove. Take a 1x1 brick with one knob, place a transparent light blue stud on the front. I'm going to place this right here for a cold water knob. Take another 1x1 brick with one knob and a transparent red stud for the hot water knob. Place it right there. I want to skip 5 studs in this area. Place a 1x6 brick right on the rear. Skip a stud. Place a 1x4 brick in this area and a 1x2 brick. To finish up this level, let's place a 1x2x2 corner brick right on top of this area and a 1x3 brick. Let's lock in these knobs with a 1x3 brick and secure this area with a 1x8 brick. For a window, place a 1x2x2 transparent black wall element and a 1x1 brick on the left hand side. This is a good opportunity now to start straightening up these 1x1 bricks and plates. These are going to start looking pretty bad if we don't line them up. And finish up this area with a 1x2 brick. Let's set down a 1x3x3 door for the refrigerator door. Let's take a 1x1 angular brick and a transparent yellow slope, place it on the angular brick as shown. Place it right here for a little porch light. Set a 1x4 brick with 4 knobs right above the window to lock the window in place. Right here, 2 1x1 angular bricks. Let's finish those off with a 1x2 slope for the exhaust or the range hood. Right here, place a 1x1 and 1x2 bricks. 2 more 1x1 angular bricks right here, followed by a 1x2 radiator grill to lock those in place. Let's lock the refrigerator door in with a 2x4 plate. Along the left hand side of the 2x4 plate, place a 1x2 plate followed by a 1x1 plate. Let's fill in that hole with a 1x2 brick. In this area, I'm going to set down a 1x4x3 wall element. This is going to give the shower stall a little bit more space. Now for the rear, I'm going to set down 3 1x2x2 column bricks. Now one of my column bricks has a reflective sticker for a mirror. I'm going to set that right in the middle, right above the faucet. Now if you do not have that, you don't need it. It's not necessary. And we're going to place another 1x2x2 column brick that likes to fall down on the left hand side. Now I want to add some rear lights to my fifth wheel. Let's take a 1x1 brick with 1 knob and a transparent round red flat tile. Place it on the front. I want to stack 3 of these on top of one another. I'm going to place this assembly on the right hand side in this area to fill all that in. Let's make another one and set it on the left hand side. Now let's fill in this area here with a 1x4 brick with 4 knobs. Make sure that the knobs are facing inward. And let's fill in that area with 2 1x2 plates stacked on top of one another. Let's install our bathroom door. Let's take a 1x3x4 door, set it right on top of the 2 studs, and let's lock that in place with a 1x6 plate. Let's add ourselves a freezer door right above the refrigerator door. Take a 2x4 plate, place 4 1x2 flat tiles on top of the 2x4 plate. These are going to be the upper cabinets for the bathroom. Take a 2x3 plate. Let's place a 2x4 plate right on top. Press that down firm. I want to slide in a 2x4 plate right underneath the previous 2x4 plate and fill in this area with a 2x3 plate. Now, on the bottom right, set down a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 flat tile on the top right. Finish up the remainder of the area with 5 1x2 flat tiles. These are going to be the upper cabinets for the kitchen. And on top of the 1x2 plate, set down a 1x2 slope for a range hood. For a shower curtain, let's take a small portion of paper towel that is 1 7/8 inches by 4 inches or 4.7 centimeters by 10 centimeters. Now I have several holes punched at the top, and then what I did is I folded this up in accordion style, like so. Then I'm going to take a stick with flange. We're going to slowly work that in the holes on the top. I'm going to take a brick with one knob. I'm going to slide this in like so. We're going to stick the other end on the flange. Spread that out. It's just like a shower curtain. Now you can use any color paper towel you wish. And this whole assembly right here is 6 studs long. Let's install the shower curtain. I'm just going to set it right inside. I want to line it up with this door. So I'm going to press that down. See, everything works pretty well. It fits nice. On the left, let's skip 2 studs and place a 1x1 brick, followed by a 1x8 brick. Take a 1x2x2 corner plate, place a 1x1 plate on this portion. We're going to set it in like so. The 1x1 plate is right next to the shower curtain. May have to wiggle this in a bit. I got to line all that back up. Take a 2x4 plate. Let's place a 1x2 plate on the bottom left, like so. Now on the top, I'm going to set down a 1x3 plate and 2 1x2 plates on the front. In this area, let's set down a 1x2 modified plate with stick, and I want to smooth tile this off with 2 1x4 flat tiles. Let's construct the shower head. Take a stick with holder, place the holder onto the modified plate, and I'm going to use a pearl gold 1x1 nose cone, slip it on the stick, tip it down. I'm going to set this whole assembly right above the refrigerator, like so. Right here, let's place our upper cabinets right above the kitchen galley, like so. Right here, take a 1x2 brick with Technic pin. In this area, set down a 1x2 brick and a 1x2x2 corner brick to lock in the rear light assembly. Take a pair of 1x1 bricks with one knob. We're going to place a transparent clear 1x2 plate on the front of those bricks. This is going to be our bathroom light. We're going to set that in right here, next to the shower curtain, right above the sink. Followed by a 1x1 and 1x2x2 corner bricks. Let's fill in this area with a 1x4 brick and a 1x2 brick right here. Finally, in this corner, let's place 2 1x2 plates on top of one another and set this right here. Now I want to place my upper cabinets in my bathroom, so let's take our cabinet assembly, slide that right down in there. I have to wiggle some stuff out of the way to get that to fit in there. It's a nice snug fit. And set that on the bottom portion of the 2x4 plate assembly, where we just have a little bit of exposure right here. Now, let's add some plates to the top of the wall assembly. Let's start right here with a 1x1 plate and a 1x4 plate. Let's place a 1x4 plate on the left, followed by a 1x6 plate to lock in all that together. And let's set in another 1x4 plate on the top. Now we're going to add some smooth tiles to finish securing everything. So we're going to place a 1x6 flat tile right here, a 1x8 flat tile on the left, and a 1x8 tile right here on the bottom. This concludes the kitchen and bathroom assembly. Grab a pair of 1x3 plates, Place one plate on top of another plate. Next, set down a 1x2 flat tile on the left and a 1x1 brick on the right. This is going to be the top step for the bedroom. Let's start the base of our entertainment cabinet with a 1x3 plate. Place a 1x1 plate on the left hand side, and on the right hand side take a 1x2 by 2x2 angular plate. Now on the back side, set down a 1x3 plate and a 1x3 brick. Back on the front, let's install a 2x3 plate on the front knobs of the angular plate and set down two 1x2 flat tiles on the right hand side. Now for the top, place a 2x2 flat tile to finish everything off. Let's install the little entertainment cabinet on the left hand side right in this 1x3 opening. Should just snap right in place. Be sure to hold on to the bottom of the chassis. On this side, let's place our step assembly right here, where the 1x1 brick is at the top. Take a 1x2 brick with Technic pin that's built in, place it right in this area right by the door and next to the steps, followed by a 1x3 brick. Here at the bottom, set down a 1x4 brick. Let's add some doors to our front compartment. Take a 1x3x2 left-handed door, place it on the left-hand side, and a 1x3x2 right-handed door for the right-hand side. Let's lock all this together with a 2x8 plate. Let's finish up these two areas. On the right-hand side, set down a 1x2x2 corner plate and a 1x3 plate on the left-hand side. Let's build the bedroom section of the fifth wheel, starting with a 4x8 plate. Place a 1x8 plate on the left-hand side. Now, I want to slide in a 4x10 plate on the bottom portion. Next, set down a pair of 1x4 plates on the top. Place a 1x2x2 corner plate right underneath the 1x4 plate. Take a 1x3 plate, set it on top of a 1x2 plate, and set it on top of this 1x1 area. In this area, place a 1x8 flat tile. Take a 1x2x2 corner plate. Let's set down a 1x1 plate on this portion of the corner and set it on the bottom right. And right here, a 1x2 plate. Let's add some hardwood floor to our bedroom. So let's place two 1x4 flat tiles. Next row, a 1x2 and 1x6 flat tiles. For the third row, a 1x6 and 1x2 flat tiles. Now let's set a pair of 1x4 flat tiles for the fourth row. For the fifth row, place a 1x2 flat tile on the left and a 1x2 flat tile on the right. This area we're going to fill in with a set of 1x2 plates. And for the last row, two 1x4 flat tiles. Let's place a 1x4 flat tile on top of the 1x2 plates. This is going to be a stop for the bedroom slide out. In this area, let's slip in a 1x2 plate right in that opening. For the bottom right, place a 1x3 and 1x2 bricks. For the left hand side, set down two 1x4 bricks with 4 knobs. A 1x3 brick in the top left, and finally a 1x8 brick. Starting back in the bottom right, place a 1x2 and a 1x2x2 corner bricks. The left hand side, set down a 1x6, a 1x2x2, and a 1x1 corner bricks. Now let's skip 4 studs. Place a 1x2 and 1x3 bricks. Now let's build the upper portion of our entertainment cabinet. So I'm going to set a 1x2x2 corner plate right here. Take a 1x2x2x2 angular plate. Place a 1x3 plate right on the front. Let's take a 2x2 flat tile with a computer monitor print. Place it on the bottom portion. And I'm going to place a 1x2 flat tile in this area. Let's set that right down in that 1x2 opening. Now back on the left hand side, set down a 1x4 and a set of 1x3 bricks. Now for this opening, place 2 1x2x2 transparent black wall elements for a window and a 1x3 brick right next to the window. Let's set down a 2x4 plate right above the entertainment cabinet and a 2x3 brick. Let's flat tile off this portion with a 1x3 flat tile. Back on the front, place a pair of 1x4 plates. On the right hand side, place 2 1x2 plates on top of one another and a 1x1 plate on the left hand side of the 1x2 plates. In this area, set down a 1x1 brick with 1 knob, a 1x4 brick with 4 knobs, and a 1x1 brick with 1 knob on the left hand side. On the left hand side, place a transparent orange 1x1 slope, followed by a 1x1 slope, 2 1x2 slopes, and a 1x1 slope. Back on the inside, let's strengthen up this portion of the wall, starting with a 1x3 plate and a 1x6 plate to secure those windows in. Now, set down a 1x2 brick, a 1x4 brick with 4 knobs, and a 1x2 brick. And let's fill in this area here with a 1x3 flat tile. Let's attach a little TV cabinet right above the window with a 2x4 plate. Place it on the top portion of the plate. Let's take a 2x2 flat tile with a computer monitor print, place it right in the center, followed by 2 1x2 flat tiles on both left and right hand sides. These are going to look like cupboard doors. Let's build the front of the fifth wheel, starting with a 4x8 plate. Place a 2x4 plate right in the center. Place that down firm. 2 1x2x2 corner plates on both sides. And 2 transparent orange 1x1 plates in the remaining areas. Place a 1x4 flat tile on the bottom portion of the 2x4 plate, followed by a set of 1x1 flat tiles and another set of 1x1 flat tiles to cover up the transparent orange 1x1 plates. In the bottom, let's place some slopes, starting in the middle with 2 1x2 slopes. Now let's place a pair of 1x1 slopes on both sides, followed by another pair of 1x1 slopes. For the top portion, set down 8 1x4 bricks with bow. Adding a bit of a design to the front of my fifth wheel. You can change this to any color or design you wish. Fully customizable. Put the last 2 in there. Let's set the front assembly on the bricks with knobs. Just snaps right in place. Just work that in. Now we have a nice contour for the front. Let's build the hitch for the fifth wheel, starting with a 2x3 plate. Let's place the 2x3 plate on top of the 2x2 plate with a hole on the side. Place it as shown. Now let's flip the assembly over. We're going to take two 1x2 inverted bow plates, place them on the bottom. For the hitch, let's take a Technic pin, go through a plate, stick the short end inside like so. There's the hitch assembly for the fifth wheel. Let's place the hitch assembly right on the front like so, where these studs go in the front portion of the plates. Put that right in the center, be sure to hold underneath. Just push that down firm. Let's attach the bedroom assembly in this area. Set it on like so. Be sure to press underneath. And we're just going to push that down. Now, I'm going to do this very slow. I don't want to break anything. So I'm just going to slowly press this in on the floor. Slow and steady wins the race. So work that right in there. Let's take a 1x6 flat tile and a 1x3 plate. Let's skip one stud from the top and set down the 1x3 plate. I want to place this right in this area. This is going to fill in the remainder of the cabinet for the entertainment center. Plus this will also lock in this portion of the wall as well. Let's install the door for the trailer. Take a 1x4x5 right-handed train door. Let's stick a glass insert inside the door. We'll set this down like so, right on top of this stud. Let's place a 1x plate right above the door to lock the door in place and the porch light. Take two 1x6 plates, place them on top of one another, and set them down on the left-hand side. Let's place a 1x2 brick with Technic connector on the right-hand side. Let's level out this portion with a 1x4 and 1x6 plates. I'm going to have to wiggle this one in a bit. These walls are starting to straighten out. On the right-hand side, let's lock in this area with a 1x3 plate. Let's skip a stud and place a 1x2 flat tile. Finally, let's smooth tile this area off with a 1x8 and 1x4 flat tiles. Let's construct the main slide out, starting with a set of 2x3 plates. Place them perpendicular to one another. Slide in a 1x2 plate on the right hand side, and let's fill in this area with a 1x1 plate. Now let's place another 2x3 plate right next to the previous 2x3 plate and slide in a 2x4 plate. Finally, set a 2x3 plate right here. Let's slide in a 2x6 plate in this area. Now I want to fill in this area with three 1x2 plates. This is going to give us the appearance for the front of the sofa. Take a 2x10 plate, set down a 1x3 plate and a 1x6 plate on the back. On the left hand side, set down a 1x4 plate. Let's lift the assembly up and slide in a 1x10 plate, followed by a 2x3 plate. Let's place this assembly in this 1x3 opening. Now things are a bit unlevel, so we're going to fix that right away. On the left hand side, let's place a 1x6 plate right underneath the 2x3 plate. In that area, a 2x6 plate. Let's fill in that little spot with a 1x3 plate. Now this is a bit unstable. We're going to strengthen this up in a little bit. For the back, place a 1x6 and 1x4 plates for the base of the slide out. On the left hand side, we're going to skip a set of studs and place a 2x4 flat tile. Now be sure to press down the tile in such a way that we're holding on to the bottom. Skip a set of studs and place another 2x4 flat tile. These are going to be the cushions for the seats of the booth. Now for the sofa, I want to skip a set of studs on the right hand side and place a pair of 2x2 flat tiles for the cushions for the sofa. Let's place 5 1x2 plates around the 2x2 flat tiles. We're going to need to raise up the bricks for the arms and the back of the sofa. Now, place a few 1x1 plates on the front. For the sides, set down 2 1x2 plates with bow. These are going to be the arms of the sofa. For the back, let's place 3 1x2 palisade bricks. Now on the top of the palisade bricks, I'm going to set down 2 1x2 plates to lock everything together, and a 1x2 flat tile. And let's finish off the remaining areas with a set of 1x2 plates with bow. And there's our little sofa. Let's build the back of the seats for the booth, starting with a 1x4 plate. Place a 1x4 palisade brick right on top, and a 1x2 plate in the center of the palisade brick. And fill in these two areas with 2 1x2 plates with bow. We're going to need to make 2 of these in total. Now let's place the right hand back of the booth right here, and the left one we're going to set this down, but remember to hold on to the bottom. Starting on the left hand side, let's place a 1x2 45-degree slope right next to the booth, and a 1x3 brick right here. In this area, let's set down another 1x3 brick. For the table, I want to use a 2x3 30-degree inverted slope and a 2x4 flat tile. Place the flat tile on the end as shown and set it right in this area. Be sure to hold on to the bottom. Let's continue on with the back with a 1x6 brick that wants to slide away, and a 1x4 brick, and a 1x3 brick on the right hand side. Continue on with the next layer with a 1x2 brick. Let's lock this back side together with a 1x2x2 corner brick. Let's skip 6 studs. Place a 1x3 brick right next to the back of the dining booth seat, and a set of 1x4 bricks. Let's start preparing our windows. We're going to place a set of 1x1 bricks on both sides. And in the back, let's place a 1x2 brick in the top left, a 1x2 brick in the middle, and a 1x2 brick on the right hand side. Let's place another set of 1x1 bricks right on top of the previous 1x1 bricks. Now the back is going to get a bit busy, so I want to place a 1x1 brick right here and a 1x1 brick with one knob. Let's place another 1x1 brick with one knob on the other side. Now I want to add some lights around my sofa, so I'm going to take a little small tap. I'm going to place a transparent yellow 1x1 round plate or stud in that area. We're going to slide in the nozzle portion into the 1x1 brick with one knob, and we're going to set that on this side for a nice little light. We're going to need to make 2 of those in total. Let's place this assembly on the right hand side, followed by a 1x1 brick to finish up this corner. For the back window, let's place 3 1x2x3 transparent black wall elements. This will make a nice large window to let natural light in by the booth. In this area, let's place down a 1x2x2 transparent black wall element for a side window. In this area, set down a pair of 1x2x2 transparent black wall elements and another 1x2x2 transparent black wall element right there. Now for these 2 remaining knobs, I'm going to take a set of 2x3 angular plates and place them on as shown. So you're going to need a left and right angular plate. For curtains, let's begin the top of the slide out starting with a 1x3 plate. Let's place a 1x1 slope right on top of the 1x3 plate. Let's place this assembly on the left hand side. Let's make another one and place this one on the right hand side. Now on the back, let's lock this area in with a pair of 1x2 plates. Be sure to hold on that bottom corner. That's why this is a very tough build to do. For the back, we're going to place a 1x6 plate on the left hand side. Now, this is a bit of a chore. I'm going to have to line up all these window elements together. And we're going to place another 1x6 plate on the right hand side. Now in this area, I'm going to set in a 2x4 plate. Let's finish off the top with 8 1x8 flat tiles. I'm going to place 4 on the left hand side. I'll be sure to hold right underneath the 2x4 plate. Make sure everything is secured. You may have to wiggle these in a bit. Now we can start on the right hand side with 4 more 1x8. This will keep the rain out of the living area of the fifth wheel. Put that last one in there. I want to add a light right above the dining booth. Let's take a 2x2 inverted glider plate. We're going to place a 1x1 round brick right in the center. This is pearl gold. Now I want to set this right on that tube right there where it's centered right above the table. Be sure to hold on the top of the tile. There we have our nice living area slide out. Let's take a 1x10 plate, place a 1x6 plate on the left hand side of the 1x10 plate, followed by another 1x6 plate. Let's slip in another 1x10 plate underneath the 1x6 plate and finish it off with a pair of 1x4 plates. Back on the left hand side, set down a 1x3 plate, followed by a 1x8, 1x4, and 1x8 flat tiles. Now back on the left, let's skip a stud, set down a 1x2 flat tile. Let's set the slide out in this area like so, where it's all the way in. And let's take our beam assembly and place it right on top above the slide out. Let's make sure it works. Perfect. Let's place a 1x3x4 right-handed door right on top of the 1x1 brick. I want to lock all that together with a 1x8 plate. On the left hand side, place a 1x1 plate and a 1x6 flat tile right in the middle of the 1x8 plate. Let's finish off the left hand side with a 1x6 flat tile. Let's construct the bedroom slide out starting with a 2x4 plate. Let's place the 1x4 plate on the bottom portion of the 2x4 plate and a 1x8 plate right next to the 1x4 plate. Now let's tuck in a pair of 2x3 plates right underneath the 1x8 plate. And let's fill in the sides with a set of 1x2 plates. Let's lock in these corners with a set of 1x2x2 corner plates, followed by two 1x1 plates to fill in these areas. Let's slide this off to the side. Let's take a 4x6 plate for the base of the bed, place a pair of 1x6 plates in the center where they're hanging over on the bottom portion of the 4x6 plate. Now let's slip in two 1x2 plates right underneath the 1x6 plates. Let's just wiggle those in there. Let's flip the assembly over and let's place a 2x4 plate to lock that in together. And I want to add two 1x2 plates on the top portion of the inverted 2x4 plate. This is going to be our stop and also to support up the bottom of the bed. We're going to place this assembly like so. I want to give my comforter a nice soft look, so I'm going to start filling in the sides with 12 1x1 bricks with bow. I'm going to place 6 on the left and 6 on the right. You can use any color you wish, giving the top of the comforter a bit more of a camper feel. Let's place another 5 on the right hand side. For the top, let's place a pair of 1x2 jumper plates. These are going to be used to attach slopes for pillows that we'll be adding in a moment or two. I want to put a quilt pattern on the top of my comforter, so I'm going to start placing different colored 1x1 flat tiles. Now, you can use any design you wish for this as well. Anyone's ever seen a bedroom in a travel trailer or fifth wheel, they don't really use the most pleasant decor, so I wanted to kind of match the theme with this build as well. So we're going to have to place a total of 16 flat tiles. Now these are a bit of a challenge to line up, so we'll just try our best. Make sure everything's pressed down firm. Oh yeah, you want to make sure you check your work, because once these are pressed down, these are a bit of a challenge to remove. So we're just going to take our time. No rush to get this done. Let's get the last two installed. And on the bottom portion, let's slip down two more 1x2 jumper plates. Now these are going to be used to anchor minifigures to the bottom portion of the bed. Next, place a 1x6 brick right above the bed and a set of 1x3 bricks on both left and right hand sides. Now we can place our pillows. Let's use two 1x2 slopes. We'll set those on like so, to where the tube is inside that slot. There we go. On the top corners, place two 1x2x2 corner bricks and a set of 1x1 bricks to fill in these areas. Back here I want to add a window, so we're going to place two 1x2x1 transparent black wall elements. Now let's start building up the top portion with a pair of 1x4 plates and two 1x2 plates. Let's add another layer of plates, starting with a 1x6 plate and two 1x4 plates. Now I want to fill in the top of this as well to keep the rain from falling in. So let's place three 1x8 flat tiles. This will finish it up nice, especially when the slide out is extended. And to keep the slide out from falling out of the side of the wall, two 1x1 slopes in these areas. Let's take a 1x10 plate, place a 1x1 transparent orange slope on the left hand side, followed by a 1x3 and 1x6 flat tiles. Let's place the bed slide out inside the bedroom. May have to wiggle that in a bit. Now let's take our beam assembly and set it right above the slide out. Let's give this a test. Works really good. Let's construct the fake awning, starting with a cross-axle connector that will accept a Technic pin. Let's place a 4-stud long stick into the cross-axle opening. Let's take a 90-degree cross-axle connector, place it on the other side of the stick. In this area, we're going to take a cross-axle connector with a friction pin. Set it in like so. Now we're going to need to make two of these in total. Let's take a Technic pin connector and a friction pin. We're going to slip the pin in one end, as shown. Now we're going to need to make 6 of these in total. After you've made 6, slip them end to end. Now you see these little slots in the back. We're going to try our best to keep those lined up. We don't want to see those, so we're going to have those facing the side of the fifth wheel. Let's grab another one. These things like to roll around, so I'm chasing them down. Now on this end, I'm going to stick a Technic pin connector. Now, let's take our two side assemblies. We're going to stick these on like so. Place one on the left and right hand sides. Now we have a nice awning assembly. Let's install the awning. Note that the slots are going to be in the back facing the wall. I'm going to slowly work this in on the Technic pins. A little adjustment is needed. This one's going to have to be persuaded a bit. Now for the bottom, you may have to adjust these to reach the bottom Technic pins. Really going to have to wiggle this in. It's being a bit stubborn. There we go. It's nice. Finally, let's construct the top of the fifth wheel, starting with a 6x10 plate. Let's place 4 2x4 plates on the top portion. These are going to be used to attach the other half of the roof in a moment or two. Now, let's place 4 2x4 flat tiles right next to the 2x4 plates. This is going to smooth off the top really nice. Place 2 1x2 jumper plates right next to these 2x4. Now I'm going to hang over 2 1x2 flat tiles right next to the jumper plates, and I'm going to hang over 2 2x4 flat tiles on the bottom portion. Let's slide in a 6x10 plate underneath the flat tiles and press down firm. Fill in this area with 2 1x2 jumper plates. Here, let's place 4 2x4 flat tiles. Sometimes these are a bit of a challenge. We've got to really press those down. And right here, a 1x8 flat tile. In this area, place a pair of 1x2 plates and 2 1x2 flat tiles right next to the plates. On this end, set down a 2x4 flat tile followed by a pair of 2x4 flat tiles on the ends. The way this roof is constructed, I couldn't put an actual skylight, so I have to make a fake one. So we're going to set down 2 transparent clear 1x2 plates. Let's flip the assembly over. Now we want to note where this 1x8 flat tile is at, because this is very critical. I'm going to grab underneath and I'm going to place a 2x4 plate right on the bottom. Now here in the seam, we're going to place another 2x4 plate and another 2x4 plate on this end. Let's begin the second portion of the roof with a 6x12 plate. Let's place a 1x8 flat tile on the right hand side. Set down 2 2x4 flat tiles right next to the 1x8 flat tile. In this area, set down a pair of 1x2 jumper plates. Let's fill in this area with 2 1x2 flat tiles and 2 more 1x2 jumper plates right here. Let's surround this with a pair of 2x4 flat tiles. This is going to be used for the air conditioner. On this end, let's place 2 2x4 flat tiles. Set down a 1x2 flat tile right next to the jumper plate. Place a 1x2 modified plate with a holder. Place it to where the holder is on the left hand side. And let's surround that holder with a pair of 1x2 flat tiles. And finish this off with a 2x4 flat tile. Flip the assembly over. Let's place 2 1x3 plates on the edge underneath the 2x4 flat tiles. Now on the front, let's place a 2x4 plate another 2x4 plate on the top, and a 2x4 plate on the bottom where they hang over by one stud. Let's flip this over. Let's fill in this area with 8 1x4 bricks with bow. This will give the top of the roof a nice contour. There we go. Now for the antenna, let's take this, I don't even know what this is called. Looks like we have a stick on one end and a hole for a stick on the other end. Let's take a stick with holder, let's place it inside the slot like so. And we want to have this in such a way that it is the same orientation as the stick. Then I'm going to take a 4 stud long rod, place it in like so. This is going to be our little antenna, and I want to place it inside this holder. Now we have a antenna that folds down during travel. Let's build a set of air conditioners starting with a 2x3 plate. Let's place this 1x2 plate with bow on the right hand side, followed by a 2x2 plate with bow. In this area, let's hang over 3 1x2 flat tiles to smooth off the top, and slide in a 1x3 plate. Let's place our air conditioners on top of the jumper plates to where the round portion is off to the right hand side. This one we're going to have to hold underneath. Now let's take this portion and we're going to set it in this 4x8 area. Now we're really going to need to push down firm on this. Just slowly wiggle that in. Make sure everything's locked and secure. Let's construct the receiver hitch for the pickup truck, starting with a 2x4 plate. Place a pair of 1x2 plates on both left and right hand sides. Now set down a 2x4 Technic plate on the top, followed by a 2x2 round flat tile with a center hole to accept the hitch. Let's place our hitch assembly in the back of the red pickup truck on top of these 2 jumper plates. There is a tutorial for the pickup truck. I'll have that provided in the description below. Placing the top on the 5th wheel is pretty simple. Set that right in and just drop it down. Now we can keep that rain from falling in. So we got our antenna. Make sure all the slide outs are in. We're going to hitch this thing up to the truck. Snap that right inside the 2x2 round plate. There we go. Let's make sure our leveling jacks are up. We don't want to be dragging on the bottom. Pull these up in the front as well. Now, let's go on vacation.